God damn it, it made me so fucking happy that the War Raiders are actually like legitimately over.
Yeah, they deserve the push.
And they
bro.
fucking deserve it, bro. And when I say over, I mean that in a couple ways. Like, yes, they won the titles. That's a big deal for them. But a lot of people win titles and it doesn't really carry into anything. Like, that could be a big deal, but it could also be pretty meaningless. Can I tell you the moment that actually got me like excited in my chair watching the show? It was towards the end of the match, and forgive me, I don't remember if it was Eric or Ivar that was in the ring at the moment, but one of the two of them started like trying to hype up the crowd, going like war, 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 like right before the finish. And like in matches sometimes like it doesn't really work, and like the crowd will chant because the crowd's there to have fun, so they're gonna chant along, but like they don't get super into it. But I started seeing people like standing up, and like it was a whole like it felt like the energy was like really behind them, and that genuinely made me smile because I have been a massive fan of the War Raiders ever since I was watching them as the Viking Raiders. And even though their gimmick was corny as fuck, I just felt like you've got these insanely massive dudes that could do some of the most entertaining athletic shit on the fucking roster. How are you not trying to push this? And it felt like they didn't see the vision. I don't know why, but they've pulled them off of TV for a while, brought them back with a refreshed gimmick that still carries the same energy, but just isn't as corny. Let's drop the whole Viking bullshit and just make a badass like
more their
biker dudes.
Reckless,
yeah, like
don't give a fuck type of shit.
Exactly, and they've just fucking ran with it, and literally like I'm just so happy to see that they finally got their big moment of winning the titles. I'm really fucking happy that the Judgment Day aren't holding those fuckers hostage anymore, because that shit was frustrating. And obviously like it's not JD McDonough and Finn Balor's fault. I'm sure if it was up to them, they'd be wrestling more often as well. But just the way that the booking has gone recently.
You listen to Finn, you win.
Obviously, yeah, of course, you gotta just listen to Finn. But it just, the booking did not work as far, because the problem is the Judgment Day is so center focused on the Liv Rhea, Dominic whole love triangle feud that's been going on. And there's so little time left over for Finn and JD to do their little side quests as tag team champions. It just they didn't need the belts. They're already significant in another storyline as it is. Just let the tag team division thrive on its own without that. And for some reason, it took them long as fuck to finally get there. But finally, the tag team division on Monday Night Raw has been freed. And hopefully this will allow the tag team division to thrive coming into the whole Netflix era that we're entering into. But just overall, the War Raiders, like, obviously, it ties in as well with the promos that they were cutting on Raw that night as well, like talking about all the extensive injuries and all the grinding that they've had to go through to get to this moment. Like, in so many different ways, they truly deserved that moment. And I'm just so fucking happy to see it finally happen. As someone who's been a fan of theirs ever since the shittier days, it's really dope to finally see them have their moment. And I'm hoping that they have a strong title run, get some good defenses, and eventually whenever they drop it, I hope that they don't fall into just obscurity again, because the talent, just the jaw-dropping shit that they're able to do, if you,
the big ass motherfuckers they are,
bro, like if you book this tag team properly, you should be looking at one of the best tag teams in the world. Like I don't just say that because I'm a fan. Like, the shit that they do is genuinely fucking stupid. And so if you just book that properly, to me, there's no reason that they aren't.
It's the last few of their time, bro, because it's like Dudley Bros type of vibes, type of shit,
Fuck
bro.
yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. And it just, to me, I was talking to my girlfriend about it as we were watching the show together, and I was telling her, like, the biggest thing that I feel like if I was trying to sell someone on the idea of the War Raiders, what I would say is this. If you're a new fan who's never watched wrestling before, and you sit down and watch that full episode of Monday Night Raw, you're going to come away from it wanting to see multiple people again. There's going to be a lot of things that interest you. One of the things that's definitely going to catch your attention and you're definitely going to want to see again is those big-ass fucking white dudes that were tatted the fuck up flipping around the ring. Because that doesn't even compute properly in my brain. And I want to see it again because it's exciting. Exactly. It's just exciting. And so I'm just hoping that they continue this positive momentum going forward into the new year. I don't know I know I've just kind of been ranting here. What was your reaction to the War Raiders getting that win?
I already told you, bro. It was well deserved. I think I already said it earlier, bro. I seen a lot of people online very excited about it. And bro, good for them and shit, bro. Especially the Judgment Day, instead of them just sitting in the back fucking doing their little segments where they're just sitting with the titles and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And yeah, bro.
I appreciate at least, this is the one positive I'll give them, the Judgment Day, is that they were willing to allow it to be acknowledged how stupid it was that this title run had been going on for so long. Like, recently there was an episode where Adam Pearce had the line about, like, it takes an act of Congress to get you guys to defend the tag titles, but you want, like, the fucking, I forget what they wanted. The, like, World Heavyweight Championship match or something. But, I just appreciate that they'll at least acknowledge that, like, hey, we kind of fucked up with these tag titles right now. And it made me feel like they were on the verge of dropping it after hearing that. Mm-hmm. And what is it? It's like 2-3 weeks later, here we are. So I'm happy that, like we said, finally tag division can kind of move forward. Because as we're seeing on SmackDown, that could be really effective. Like, look at everything that DIY is doing. The Motor City Machine Guns had a great run. Obviously, for a little bit earlier in the year, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller were able to have a run of being over for a bit. I would love to see some of that happening on Raw. I feel like what you got happening with the New Day and kind of them interacting with LWO and different things. Like, the tag division is ready to pop on Raw if they're just given a chance. So I think we'll see some shit soon. We'll see. Man.